We decided to leave early this morning. The Zambia border is only 21 kilometers from Mbala, but we are not taking any chances. The border opened at 6 a.m. and we will be there waiting. Our destination for the day is Lake Shore Lodge, on the banks of Lake Tanganyika. This is the first surprise we have planned for the girls. Judging by Google, this place is paradise. We have about 270 kilometers to drive for the day. Waar gaan jy nou?
This little entrepreneur showed me where to do the border fee payment. At a fee, of course, sweets at the shop.
So Joe, hoe was die Tanzania grenspost experience?
Wel, 'n klein afgesonderde grenspost hier by Zambia. Geen agente, enigste kar op die oomblik daardeur, $25 en dit was al.
En hoe lang?
Ag, seker nie eers 'n uur nie. Betaling, jy moet deurstap, daar's 'n vrou wat, jy gee vir haar kwatjas, en sy doen die betaling, die $25 en jy kry 'n kontrolnommer en dan gaan jy terug en dit wys op hulle stelsel, dan is jy deur.
Was dit maklik?
Baie maklik. Maar ek moet maar eintlik $US maar saamdra. Ons is natuurlik useless.
Sal maar nou 'n plan maak.
Signs of road construction can be seen in a few places, although we couldn't tell if it was stopped because it was the end of the year or if construction was stopped due to other factors. One thing is certain, the rainy season is not helping. In some places, road conditions are extremely poor and slow you down to no more than 20 to 30 kilometers per hour.
So wat se dag is vandag by jou?
Vandag is die 15de Desember. Dis die dag wat ons die gorillas mis. Soos veronderstel om vandag in Uganda te wees en by Bwindi Impenetrable Forest waar ons saam met die gorillas sou stap. Maar ons het dit toe nou nie gemaak nie. Gelukkig kon ons dit die datum verander en dit weer 'n klomp geld gekos. Ons moes die permitte verander. So ons het dit nou verander na die 23ste toe. Gee ons daarom nou nog so 8 dae om daar uit te kom. Hopelijk is die volgende datum is dit 6. Ja, tenminste kon ons dit skuif. Dit is dan een voordeel.
Once you pass the small town of Namanyere, the road changes to dirt, and some steep passes and tricky road conditions lie ahead for the next 60 kilometers down the lake. This road passes through the section of Luafi Nkamba Game Reserve.
And then we hit a proper roadblock. Luckily the bus reached it before us, and these young men were already hard at work getting rid of it. This is just another day on the road in Tanzania for them.
These buses are amazing and frightening all at the same time. It seems like the driver just never lifts his foot from the gas pedal. Rain or sun, tar or dirt, doesn't matter to them. Drive with caution when you come across one of them on the road.
As you enter the property, there is a painted message on the wall. Come as a guest, leave as friends. Nothing can be closer to the truth.
Ons is vandag hier so op die walle van die Lake Tanganyika. En ons slaap hier so by Lakeshore Campsite, Lakeshore Lodge. Diana, wat maak jy?
Ek gaan vir hulle al my veld weer gee wat dit was.
Vandag is dit ou reëls, wit lakens. Baie nice kampplek. Hierdie mango bome is oor 100 jaar oud. Verskriklike groot bome. Ons bly in campsite nommer 4, so ons storte en toilet is hierso. Lekker groot spieël. Ja, dis baie nice. As jy nou soos ons nou vir 3 weke in die bos is hierdie baie lekker. En oral is hierdie herb tuintjies. Gaan vanaand 'n bietjie van hierdie kry eet in die restaurant. So daar is die lodge, dis die kampplek. Ons bly nommer 4, dis die naaste aan die lodge, is leeg, is buite seisoen. Hulle werk op solar, hier is ook nie regtig opvangs nie. So, geen WhatsApps, geen internet.
Before we head to the lodge, some route planning. This place is just too nice to spend only one night. So if we want to stay longer, we have to see how we can make up time.
Kom, myne sê 6 en 3 kwartier.
Okay, maar jou.
Maar hy vat die boonste pad.
Okay, wel dan gaan ons definitief dit doen.
Lakeshore het 'n baie goed om te doen, so hier's al die aktiwiteite. Diving, snorkeling, sunset cruises, kayaking. Jy kan bietjie waterski, massages, walk to the old church. Jy kan mediteer, yoga vat, chip en pad golf en mountain biking. Ons net die fietsie saamgebring.
Chris and Louise Horsfall are the owners of Lakeshore Lodge. The lodge is managed by Oliver and Gemma. These 4 people make you feel like royalty from the second you arrive. Exceptional hospitality and helpfulness are just what we needed after being on the road for so long. Gemma is also the chef and prepares 5-star meals with ingredients from the lake or homegrown. Olia has a passion for the lake and the fish species that live in it. Once again, we welcome 4 new members to our African family.
With one of the best 3-course meals we have ever had and an ice-cold nightcap, we end of the day.
Today we are going snorkeling.
Lake Tanganyika is one of the African Great Lakes, with a depth 1,470 meters. It is the deepest lake in the world. After Lake Baikal, it's also the world's second largest freshwater lake by volume. It's 673 kilometers long, which makes it the world's longest lake, and it is one of the 20 ancient lakes on Earth. Its age is estimated to somewhere between 9 and 12 million years. The lake is located in 4 countries: Tanzania, Congo, Burundi, and Zambia. Lake Tanganyika is located in the Albertine Rift. It is the second largest lake in Africa by surface area, after Lake Victoria.
It's about 12 kilometers away, so it's going to take us between 30 and 40 minutes. The lake is dead calm today. This is perfect conditions, so it should be good. But there is a bit of cloud cover, so that might affect the visibility a little bit.
When you're gonna live your life right. Oh, multitude
The lake is home to 215 cichlid fish species, out of which 98% are endemic to the lake. It's also home to 75 non-cichlid fish species, out of which approximately 60% endemic. Most fish live along the lake shoreline to a maximum depth of about 180 meters.
Liefie, nou waar moet ek sit?
Nee, Jameson.
Jameson het my plek gevat. Jameson. Hey, dog.
Hello guys, I have good news.
What is the good news?
Bombastic dinner is ready.
Ah, thank you.
Thank you.
Paul, is this also a bombastic
Starter.
starter?
Thank you.
Oh, looks nice.
May I introduce it?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. So this is the bombastic dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, this looks very nice.
Enjoy your bombastic menikos.
We end our stay at Lakeshore Lodge with a final bombastic dinner. Lekker vroeg vanmôre hier so by Lakeshore. We leave the lake with one of the most, if not the most, spectacular sunrises on this tour. Our destination for the day is Kasulu, one of the last big towns in northern Tanzania. We have 480 kilometers to cover today, and we've been warned that the roads in northern Tanzania are some of the worst in Africa. Surely the rain is not going to do us any favors today.
One of the things I've been looking forward to most on our tour is coming across some Ankoli cattle. They originate in Uganda, so I only expected to find them there.
Is er 4 hier onder? Kyk hierdie beeste se horings. Diana, het jy hierheen gesien? Hierdie is mal verby. Daar staan die kar. Ry vandag hier deur Katavi, dis 'n nasionale park. Die pad loop hier deur op pad Kasulu toe. En ons het gisterand geslaap by Lakeshore Lodge, dorpie Kipili, op die walle van die Tanganyika meer. Vir 2 aande, bietjie gerus daarso en lekker geëet. En net klere gewas, hulle het ons klere gewas. So alles is skoon en ons is vars na 'n paar dae se harde ry. So hier kom nou weer 'n paar dae se harde ry. Ons het 'n paar deadlines wat ons moet maak. Hierdie park is baie mooi, ek dink. Ons sal seker weer kom hier na toe. Ja, so wat sal
Kameelpunt.
baie mooi park. Jammer ons die tyd gehad om hier deur te ry of om hier kleiner paadjies te explore nie.
As far as I can gather, the reason for the large amounts of Ankolis in northern Tanzania is because of all the Rwandese and Ugandese people who fled from their countries into Tanzania during the civil war and genocide period.
After Mpanda, the road conditions deteriorated. Again, there were signs of roadworks, but I don't see the road becoming tarred anytime soon. The roads may not be in a great condition, and our travelling speed is down to an average of between 20 and 30 kilometers per hour. But the scenery is spectacular. Northwestern Tanzania is truly worth a visit, and we will surely be back with more time to explore.
toe ek die roete beplan het, het hulle gesê jy moenie deur Burundi ry nie, want dit is gevaarlik daar. Daar is onlustes tussen die mense van Burundi beklei lyk my teen mekaar. So toe besluit ons gaan nie nou dadelik besluit. Ons gaan nie, ons gaan maar as ons nader kom hoor of ons nie hier by mense kan uitvind wat wel daar deur gery het nie. Toe ons by Lakeshore Lodge kom, het ons 'n biker daar gekry wat van Kenia se kant af terug op pad Tanzanië, Zambië en dan op die ouene Kaap toe is. En hy het toe gesê hy het dwars deur Burundi gery en dit was fyn, maar die grenspos aan die onderkant by Tanzanië is toe heeltemal toe. Hy gaan nooit weer bepak by. In elk geval is daar nie 'n kans vir nou nie. So ja, toe besluit ons dan ry ons nou maar om Burundi tot in Rwanda. Ons sal hom nou maar met los vir 'n volgende keer. Hello!
Is a motel
Yeah.
for camping.
Now?
For camping.
Hey.
Thank you.
Vanaand slaap ons in Kasulu. Dit is nog so 'n dag se ry tot ons by die Rwandese grens gaan kom. Ons het vandag 470 kilos gery en dit het ons net 12 ure gevat, so dit was 'n rowwe dag. Ons slaap min of meer in die dorp by 'n hotel. Kamp ons hier in die parkeerarea en ons mans en vrouens badkamers. Ek sal dit nou nie fantasties noem nie, 'n toilet en 'n Muslim washroom. Maar ja, die plek is verskriklik mooi. Tuin is verskriklik mooi, dis 'n restaurant, wifi. So jy het seker niks meer as dit nodig nie. Dis laat en ons is moeg en hier's 'n restaurant, so ons moet kyk of hulle miskien vir ons kos het.
Sweet lemonade.
So ons is nou weer in 'n restaurant vir ons
Drink wyn.
luxe motel. Dit is baie interessant, dis 'n egte Afrika restaurant, maar nie een van ons worry regtig nie, want dit is nou 'n bietjie wifi daarin. Nia drink wyn. Julle, hierdie is R60 se hoender en chips en slaai. Ek wil net sê ek dink dit is
In the next episode, we reach Rwanda and learn more about its sad past.